Now that there are 4 bikes, we can't even meet up the demand. Regardless of 2 people not
coming for the whole day.
So that's crazy. I've been able to open 3 outlets.
Okay.
And the 4th one is just the subsidiary of Amala Place. That's my native food.
Yeah.
So that's the total of 4.
My people, welcome back. My name is Olanrewaju, and today we are shooting from the streets. Today I'm at Amala Place in Isolo. I'm actually in their office, my native food, and I'm sure you enjoyed like the last episode. I'm here to bring you like a continuation of what you saw last, like the story of a banker that moved from banking straight into booker business. I'm just coming from Amala Place and I step into this place and I see that this is an entirely different like environment. I see my native food and I'm thinking, okay, so what's the difference?
Okay, yeah, I was able to realize that the demand for there's a particular target audience for Amala Place.
Okay.
And I was able to realize that yes, what next after Amala Place, and this brings me back to a concept of my native food. My native food is basically a subsidiary of an Amala Place, but the concept is I'm getting different cooks from different states.
Okay.
That we want to target soups, different local soup. Like at the moment, I already got a Calabar chef, I got an Igbo chef, and I got like a continental chef. That's 3 chefs coming together to give us the continental and the local dish of other states.
Yeah.
You know, usually people believe that yes, Amala is basically Yoruba. So this scope of my native food is another target audience we want to capture.
So what are the major oppositions you faced selling on the streets, and how have you been able to just walk through it?
So I can remember one of my outlets. It tended to be like a complex, and I realized in the whole complex, 95% of the customers that are coming to my restaurant. So you know what it means. It became an issue where I realized people began to envy, and any small thing they come to complain. What is not worth to escalate, they escalate to the property owners. But I was able to understand that I won't fight back. You know, fighting back will be at a bigger risk.
Yes, sir. I
just realized you have to manage these people. You know, whatever they are complaining, you said they poured water here. Well, I will stop my guys from doing that. Yeah. Okay, this is not properly maintained. I personally will go and maintain it. So when they saw that the more they were yelling at little issues, I wasn't ignoring them. I was doing what they wanted me to do. Issues where the law will say do not park, this, that. There was a time I had to go to the local government chairman myself, and I told him, okay, I had to take all of my tax certificates. I run a business. I'm a full-time taxpayer. So if you continue to stress my business, how do you want me to pay my tax? You know, he was fully impressed that if I'm a tax owner, I'm a taxpayer, I should be eligible to some benefit.
Yes.
So since then, because we once faced issues of all of these tax force coming to tow vehicles, but immediately I went to someone that and I told them, even if the governor comes in, all he needs to hear from me is the fact that yes, a young entrepreneur doing the right thing, paying back to the government. He will be sensible enough to understand that yes, he needs to give me my support. So you know, at the initial stage, we were having issues of car parks, but I had to fight that, and then all of that. Then theft. You know, one of my outlets, I was a victim of all of these burglary thefts when they visited my outlets more than 15 times.
15?
You know what it is? Yeah. You know it is coming to start your activities, and you get there, you've seen that people have invaded into your store and went away with. But all of that happens to be like a whole lot. But there's something that everything else, you have to move on. There was a day they stole my generator. I had to appeal. Every customer had to stand at the entrance of the book, and I was appealing to customer. please, oh, we don't have generator today. And they were able to see sense. That was all I did for that day. Please, manage the
As you stood in front of Amala place.
I was trying to appeal to customers.
Wow.
Please, they saw it, and the reason so the following day we were able to put ourselves together. At least we got a backup, and for that I was loved, and people were able to understand. So those are the challenges, and
wow,
you just have to manage people.
Taking responsibility
is a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
What I get from the answers you gave me now is the fact that for you to sell on the street, you need to be streetwise.
Yeah. And
you also need to take responsibility, because I can just imagine you standing at the door of the book and telling apologizing to everybody. So can you share just one or two stories of major setbacks you've experienced and how you handled those setbacks?
As at the time I opened the third outlet,
okay,
I think I didn't really get it right, because I didn't factor in the logistic part. So I now realized that yes, it's really telling on me. I have to manage Ejigo branch, manage Jakondi branch, then manage Ikosi branch. So that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I was able to realize that that is not sustainable. So what I did was, okay, got somebody, I won't be able to visit Ikosi regularly.
Yeah.
But I realized that they were not giving me the result of what I want. And when it comes to money, not everybody understands the fact that yes, this money is not somebody's personal money, and it is the business money.
Yes. Sir.
And the risk in this business is whatever item you use for today, you have to replace it. You can't stock meat for too long, so it has to be freshly made. For instance, now if we purchase meat of 50,000 today, we'll definitely finish it up. So we have to buy another one for tomorrow. So if I'm not able to account for the 50,000, for instance, that I use in buying assorted meat and beef, how will I be able to buy for tomorrow?
Yeah.
So the risk in the business is your items you are consuming today has to be replaced immediately. So not all the staffs understand that. By the time they pick 10,000, pick 5,000, pick 3,000, it's a whole lot on the business.
Yes.
So when I tell them this money, we are winning it over. So when I committed the staffs in the course with the whole thing, in a few months they messed it up, and that gave me because that place was actually a good prospect for me. So I had to just sublet the points. The person I subletted to wasn't, and I was mindful of the name.
Yeah.
Before somebody would say, we saw one Amala place in Nikosi, the food is horrible, so why do I expect that Amala place in the estate to be better? So I was very mindful of the franchise. So that was why I had to just take it out.
So you shut down.
So
wow.
I don't feel good about that, but I was trying to protect
the brand name. Yes.
Because it's a whole lot.
Yes.
So I'm just able to manage the one within my vicinity. So and so far it's been amazing.
Any other stories of major setbacks? Can you think of anyone right now?
I mean, setback when somebody you just resume in the morning, and somebody that is supposed to handle things will just tell you, I'm not working again.
I'm not working
so on my salary scales, there are full-time staffs and there are part-time staffs.
Okay.
So there are some of my staffs, because at the moment I've got 43 staffs in all.
Okay. So
some of them are contract staffs, aside the outdoor staffs, but my full-time staffs are about 43 of them.
Wow.
So there are times where the competition is high. So there are even people that will come and fetch my staffs. I've seen instances where somebody will come and canvass my dispatch rider, and I will pay you better. And somebody that is supposed to handle the delivery the following day will just tell me, okay, I'm not working again, and I can't ride the bike. So it's a whole lot I have to, so a lot. Because I've got 3 bikes. 2 of them, there was a time I even went on vacation, and I got a call that 2 of my dispatch rider choose not to come to work. And even as we speak, the fact that they are 4 bikes, we can't even meet up the demand regardless of 2 people not coming for that.
Coming for the whole day.
So that's crazy.
What are the security challenges? Because I know that even I personally, like, when I was trying to get a space, somebody, like on like 2 different occasions, people have called me and said, I got you like a shop space. I'm like, where is the location? And they're like, it's close to Oshodi. And I'm like, I cannot. So I know that and that's for me, that's because of the security challenges. So what security challenges do you constantly face?
The thing is, I'll keep saying this, the relationship goes a long way. So far, I mean, there has always been a bad record of burglaries and robbery all over, but I don't know. Most times I just get feedback that people say, but why am I lying? No, I'm not lead the shop. So, I mean, from the start when I started newly then, it wasn't a structure. So it was just putting a canopy together and almost every day it comes to just burgle the place and go away with the valuables. But for a couple of years now, there has not been any reason to record that because I've been able to beef up the loophole and have a proper structure where at least people can't just invade without. Then I have good rapport with people around, and there are times when people see they cannot even come in. Okay, did you send anybody outside that calls me? Did you send anybody to come and stand in front of you? I mean, people do that on my behalf, and okay, please. So far, it's been good.
The value of building, because you know, I can't even count the number of times you've mentioned relationships in this session. Like, it's super important. How many spots have you opened so far, and what's your staff strength?
Okay, so far I've been able to open 3 outlets.
Okay.
And the 4th one is just the subsidiary of Amala Place. That's my native food.
Yeah.
So that's the total of 4.
Yeah.
But at the moment, for the Amala Place, we have 2 that are active now. The 3rd one has been shut down. So as it is, we have 2 that is very active now, and combined with the new project that we just want to venture into, that's my native food. That makes it total number of 3. So for the staff strength, is of 2 different segments. I have my permanent staff, that's my full staffs, and I have like the contract staffs. So in Hawk, my permanent staffs, the total number is about 23. Where I have my part-time staffs. That's the ones I pay on daily basis. That's about 20 of them for the 2 outlets. And I think I'm getting more staffs that will work, because the long-term plan is also that my native food is also going to have its own restaurant where we don't want to streamline it to just the bulk order. So I know before the last quarter of this year is a project we've started already. So it's also going to have like its own buka where we will have the feel of the regular Igbo Calabar kitchen.
What has been your experience dealing with employees? You can just share stories, if you will. I don't want to use the word because that's about the toughest part of the business. Managing people. You know, we are all brought up in different ways, and I've just got to realize I can't do it all alone. No matter how stubborn they are, I still need them more than they need me. That's the truth. So I have to just come down to their level. You know, they are not all of my staffs are the real educated ones, because there was this what's it called, that was trending online then, that if you go to a proper Amala buka, somebody must tell you kill a fair. Yes, the attitude.
Someone must tell you.
Yes.
So that is you feel, but when you go to a Amala buka and you are seeing people that are speaking too much English, that's to let you know that it's probably going to be the curry type of stew. But when you go to a place where you see kill a fair, you know that yes, what they use is you, not even Maggie. That's just a digression anyway. So, but you know, dealing with people like that is it entails a lot of patience and just understanding. So staffs has always been like, because most of my staff I didn't outsource them in Lagos. They are all these normal people from the village.
You brought them from outside?
Quite a number of them, yeah.
Wow.
They are not so there are people that Ibile. Proper booker is Ibile staff,
yes.
But you just have to bring them to a standard where you can train them to give customer good service and at least good communication skill to understand. Yeah, this is what customer want. This is what they don't want. At least, so it's all about training upon training upon training upon training, so that can make us
so that they can also you can be able to work with them.
Yeah.
So, what have been your challenges with dealing with vendors?
Well, at the moment, the situation of the country, things are unnecessarily expensive, and I've got to realize it's not anybody's fault. You know, the major way where we source for product is transportation, and since everybody is involved in the purchase of fuel, so we just have to understand that what everybody is clamoring for, that is the reason why there's increase in commodity. We have to reason with them, but as it is, we have to manage ourselves.
Yes.
It is not anybody's fault. You get my point. So the vendors, there must always be a professional treatment. I am your regular customer. The way you are going to service me is different from people that are buying from me for house consumption. So there has always been a concession for what that are buying in bulk, and so far we've been managing ourselves and at least.
So can you just kindly run us through what your typical day at work is?
Okay, my typical day at work is very simple. My daily routine, I resume to work with my shirt and regular t-shirt in preparation that yes, I can come and not every of the staffs will be available. That has always been, for the past 11 years, that has always been my mindset. So I'm always coming to work with the mindset to come and work, not to sit. So I do my regular stuff in the morning, cutting of the fish, cutting of the pomo, overseeing the activities. I'm fully involved in the cooking on regular basis, only when I'm not around. And even if I'm not around, I will have to tell my manager, you have to be, I've been able to train him. That brings me back to who my manager is. At least I'm very proud of him. He's a replica of me. So he knows what I want. And he has been able to also step up his game that yes, food business, there must be proper monitoring and proper check. You know, there's no shortcut. If something is supposed to be ready in 20 minutes, you can't shut it down because somebody wants to buy and not make it that regular time.
Yes.
You know? So you don't be in a rush to cook.
Okay.
You have to get it. So far, then I listen to customers' conversation from afar, what they say. But what gives me joy most is when some customer walk up to me and give me a negative feedback. So if you are giving me a negative feedback, it makes me to quickly attend to it. There was a time customer finishes it and I said, I love the Amala, but the ewedu was so salt. I had to quickly, if you had not told me, what if other customers that are coming in, I had to quickly go to the kitchen and check. And I was able to ascertain that truly it's salt. You know, all those instances we don't have control. So we're able to quickly do what? Make another one, make it perfect. So those are the things. If I'm not available, I'm accessible. If I'm not accessible, people will be able to walk up to me to tell me this is what is right, this is what is not right. So you know, I'm always available in the restaurant to move around, to check and to see the activities of how people are being satisfied, because their satisfaction matters to me a lot, a whole lot.
How did you learn? Did you go for any kind of training when you were going to start? How did you learn everything you know about this business?
I will tell you categorically that I did not go for any training. I was learning from my mistakes. If I don't get it right today, I pick it up from where I got it from, then perfect it tomorrow. So it's learning upon learning upon learning. As it is, even me, I've consulted for quite a number of people, and I love to give consultation because food business is fantastic, but not everybody can be patient.
So true.
For years, it's not as if when I started getting it right. For quite numbers of years, I wasn't getting it right. I didn't even have the target audience, I didn't even have the customers, but I didn't give up. But I once consulted for somebody. I said he wants to also run a book, and I told him, do you want to go into this business because you want to make money, or because it's your party? Because I noticed he used to come to Amala place and he'll be sitting and be observing. So I was surprised the time he now came to me and told me, he also want to do this. He got a place, and I told him, this is how it works. So I was able to go, but at the long run, I realized he only want to go into the business because
of money. Yes.
So if you are, you won't, there are people that are loyal to you when it comes to food. I have people that they will come all the way from far location. And they will not come, they tell them Amala is not ready. They will wait.
Wow.
Why do they want to wait? Because they are sure of the quality. So you can't expect that somebody that are your loyal customer and you are giving them good service. They can't just.
It's true. When it comes to loyal, customers can be really
so
loyal.
You have to build that base to know that yes, these are my key loyal people. I even ask myself, how do people eat same food every day?
Okay, so
but I realize it's not. It is the fact that the recipe, it's what they get every day. Nothing has changed. Consistency.
So can you share ways you have used technology to grow Amala Place?
Well, now at least my activities as to some extent is not as it used to be back then.
Okay.
Now I can sit in any corner of my office with my phone on. I can always check out everything they are doing because I can access the camera from my phone.
Okay.
So I can see managers. Somebody is sitting when it's not supposed to be sitting. So that is helping. We now have like the online aspect of the business where people have to chat us directly to place orders. We have our delivery logistics and grant that we can give a prompt delivery service. We now have POS. Not all the time somebody has to come with cash. All of this has been added to the business, and
so people can actually order from Amala Place and have it delivered to them.
Yeah,
fantastic.
We do a prompt delivery.
Fantastic.
And you get value for your money.
Fantastic.
And our delivery charge is very reasonable.
And I can actually add value for money. I can attest to it.
Yeah, because I don't feel good if I don't get value for my money. So I'm always putting myself in the place of the customer. Most especially people that are not seeing what they are buying. So if you deliver to me and at the end of the day I've paid for the delivery charge and everything, and you are giving what is not pleasant to me.
Yeah.
It's very rare for me to get a negative feedback from they are always like quite a number of our customers that we make deliveries to are always satisfied.
Yeah.
So
finally, what can we get from Amala Place? What kind of swallow can we get from Amala Place?
Okay, yeah, it's called Amala Place does not mean that we are restricted to just Amala.
Yes.
We have fufu, we have semu, we have wheat, we have pounded yam, but our pounded yam is what's it called? Popular demand.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
The demand for pounded yam is always there. Yeah. So we have been able to let our customers understand the timing for our pounded yam.
Okay.
So there are times before we even finish pounding.
Yes.
Bulk orders, we already got bulk orders for pounded yam. So customers that are lovers of pounded yam now know when and when they can order. You know, pounded yam doesn't have a longer lifespan if you really want to enjoy it. So it has to be consumed immediately you finish pounding, and that's when you enjoy it. So we are not restricted to just Amala. We have varieties. We have bakery, we do vegetable, egusi, okra, all sorts, fish, momo, assorted, ogunfe, fresh fish, all of that.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Babalola, for having us today. It's been I've learned. I run a food business, but I can't lie. I've learned so much from speaking with you today, because I just thinking about it, like starting a business on the streets and actually pushing it for 11 years, especially as a graduate, is a lot. Is a lot, because you are not, especially when you coming from banking to coming into this type of setting, like it's a lot. So I would like to congratulate you even on my native food and say thank you so much for having us today. My team and I, we are really, 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 we're really happy to be here. Thank you so much.